Mommy. Isn't that incredible? She's riding on a horse. Wow. Hi guys. I know it doesn't look like me. I changed my hair. Actually, I cut it and I took out the coils. I took out the dreadlocks. So I'm doing something different to my hair today. Yeah, I'm here picking up my daughter. She was riding her horse. I was so proud of her. So proud of her. Yeah. So, how do you guys like my hair? It's different. But I wanted to say hi to you guys. I'll be making a video later on. Remember part 3 about my spirituality. Some of you have commented so far. Thank you. Hi. I'm fine. How are you? She's doing pretty good. I was shocked. Okay, well, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi, guys. Hi. Nice to see you guys. So nice to see you guys. So it's always great to see you guys. I told you that I'd come back on for a 3rd part because my journey is so big and it's still going on. It's still going on. Let me tell you. Yeah. You guys notice anything different? Yes, I changed my hair. I mean, what the heck? It's coming to a new year. I want to change. I'm changing. I'm transforming. I need a change. I do a lot of weddings and I'm going to do a lot of Christmas weddings and New Year's Eve parties and things like that. So I just wanted to change. I want to look different. I want to look sassy. I did it myself. It took me hours to do my hair, to be honest with you. But I was sick on top of it. I knew I was supposed to get back with you yesterday. Sorry for not getting back with you guys yesterday, but I was sick as a dog. I had fevers. I think I had some kind of a flu, guys. Remember I had wrote back to some of you to tell you that how I appreciate what you guys saying that I inspired you, and that really, really touched my heart. And I had said I was going to make a video yesterday, but I just couldn't do it. I was so sick. I kept sneezing. So congested. My head was congested. I couldn't even talk right. So please forgive me. You guys forgive me? I hope you do. Anyway, I'm on my 3rd part of my spiritual journey. And I wish I knew how. I don't know how to edit videos. All I know is just how to talk from the bottom of my heart. I don't know what else to do. But part 3 was about my father and the shaving cream incident when we were in my friend's car and she had taken us out of the house to get some air after my father had passed away. And I had shaved him the day before with this really great smelling shaving cream. And I remember the caretaker told us to shave him before he passes away because she predicted that he would pass that weekend, and he did. And after he passed, she took us out, and we're waiting by the light for the light to turn. And all of a sudden, this big push of air came through the sunroof and came through all of us. and all I could smell was shaving cream. I just thought that was amazing. What we all went through. We went through it together. It wasn't just me by myself. We had witnesses, you know. But yeah, and that's when I knew that. I mean, that things were not the way it seems. It's not, you know. There's so much has happened, which brought me on my spiritual journey. What brought me to my awakening, actually. So then, as time went on, I just. And he's come to visit my children. His number is number 3. And everything is 3. And I remember that night the kids went to bed. And they were in their bed. There was like a little bonus room up in my house in Georgia. And they were sleeping. And all of a sudden the lights clicked on 3 times. And the kid said, "Mommy, it's Grandpa." They were screaming at me. I said, I know. They said, don't be scared. He's not trying to harm you. He just wants you guys to know that he's all right. And they went right back to sleep like nothing happened. And then the next day, my son saw him. Now, remember I told you in the last video that he saw 2 adults and a little boy in a white robe. I think I told you guys that. And yeah, it did. Remember, he said he saw 3 figures standing next to my father's bed in a white robe. Well, my dear, my son saw Grandpa standing there in a white robe, and he knew it was his grandpa. When he was playing with his sisters, he looked up on the stairs, and he saw Grandpa's feet, and he saw him dressed up in a white robe. So, a lot of things, and my son can see these things. My son really, really can see them. So then, I was kind of devastated because my husband wasn't here for me. He wasn't here to support me, you know, and I was kind of shocked. Should have figured out that something was going wrong with our relationship, but I was one to have, my mom has always taught me to be loyal to my husband. Unfortunately, no matter what he does to you, just try to stick it out. You stick it out, you don't fail your husband, no matter what he does, it doesn't matter how bad it is, you go for it. You know, my mom used to be that way, very old-fashioned, and unfortunately, yeah, that's what I did. So I knew that we weren't doing well, but I just went along with it for the kids' sake, you know, but he didn't feel that way. So eventually he ended up leaving, and remember the day that he left. No, he told me, I'm not going to say the way how he left. He just told me that he was tired and he had to go his own way, and that I should go my way, and he was leaving us and the kids. I said, okay. I was completely devastated. I was so devastated. I didn't know what to do. I remember the day that he left, and I should have seen this and know that it was a sign. The day that he left, and I watched him walk to the taxi, and he went into the taxi and he left. I just stood there at the window for a while. I remember looking up into the sky, and right in front of me, guys, was a rainbow. It was a double rainbow, right in front of my window. But back then, I wasn't really quite awake yet, and I didn't understand these things, but I just knew deep in my heart that it must mean something, that it was special. And yeah, they say that that's Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael. When you see rainbows, that means that an angel is there telling you that, don't worry, I got your back. And in some kind of way, it did make me feel better. It made me feel so much better to see that rainbow that day. So then I said, okay, I'm gonna have to stick this out. Take care of 3 children on my own. Never could imagine to be a single mother, me. No, I was into it until death do us part. But if the other party doesn't feel that way, then what can you do? So I said, okay, I'm going to put on my big granny pants, my big mama pants, and just be strong about it and see where it goes, where it takes me. And I was devastated that day, but the day that he left, it must have shifted something in me. So I decided to change my picture, my profile picture on Facebook. So I changed my picture on Facebook. I kept taking pictures, right? But I had noticed that there were some strange pictures something strange in the picture. It was like a light, a really bright light was in the picture. I said, oh, that's strange. Maybe it's the flash or something. So I tried it another way, and I took a picture another way, and then I saw another light. I mean, a big white light going over my head, like sometimes lines going over my head. Once I took another picture, and it was like a light, but it was in the shape of a hand over my head. I said, what the heck is going on here? So what incarnations is going on here? So then I took a picture again. I swear that day I must have taken 65 pictures of myself until I think out of 65 pictures, 40 of them had lights. If I can find another picture, I've saved them. I have put them somewhere. They're in my hard drive in my old computer, but I didn't understand what it meant. So if I can find one, I will definitely show you guys. So I was like wondering, at least I got one that was okay. So I did use that. But I did go later on to ask somebody, what the heck was that? And they said that it was my spirit guides. Somebody said that I opened up a portal when I decided to, the reason why I was seeing these lights also was because I was so devastated. And this is when my daughter came to my rescue. My older daughter is, she came to me, and she always had these stones, these beautiful stones. And I just never knew what they were. I just thought they were beautiful stones. Go figure. Sometimes you go out for walks when you're a little kid and you see a really pretty stone. I didn't think of it as anything. So anyway, she came to me with an amethyst, and she came to me with a rose quartz. And the first thing she came to me was an amethyst. So she says, Mommy, you take this, she put it in my hand. I showed you guys in another video, but I always have it with me underneath my pillow. And she gave me this beautiful amethyst, and I will never let go. I always have it with me. Well, I always sleep with it underneath my pillow. And she showed me how to meditate. And that's what changed my life. And that's what brought the lights to me, because when I meditated with my daughter, it opened up a porthole, and it brought through my spirit guides and my angels and my guardian angels and everybody that watches over me, including my dad. I know my dad was around. I had so many incidents where my father was around, and I know it was him. I could smell him, I can see him. I just knew it because my father and I had a special connection. But she gave me this and taught me how to meditate. And from then on, I was done. It just opened up some kind of porthole to, I don't know, I just activated something inside of me. And I've just been completely obsessed with crystals ever since. And this is the second one that she gave me. It was a rose quartz. Now, I had mentioned this in another video that I did. And with the rose quartz was a little bit different. Okay, a little bit different. Well, the amethyst opened up my spirituality. It made me more conscious, made me aware. I just started seeing things that I'd never thought I'd ever see. I'm sorry if I'm touching my hair. It's just not used to it yet. Anyway, so I love this. This really brought me to consciousness, to be aware, more aware of things. But the rose quartz, guys. The rose quartz. Okay, but the amethyst, I didn't see it right away. But the rose quartz, I saw this stuff on the same day. All right, let me explain something about the rose quartz for me. This is what happened on my spiritual journey that made me see that this shit really works. So, I told you guys I'm a singer, right? So I'm a resort singer during the day in the summertime. Right now, not too much work because it closes down. The whole season closes down until March. So right now, no. But in the summertime, I sing at these resorts. So my daughter had given me this rose quartz. And I said, why are you giving? She says, take it to work with you, Mommy, and hold it in your hand. And I said, why? She says, just take it to work with you and hold it in your hand. I said, okay, all right, already. Jeez. So I took it to work with me, and at this hotel I was singing outside by the pool. There's a big stage by the pool. So I'm sitting there by the bar with my glass of water, waiting to go on and perform. I'm holding it like this in my hand, just like this. And the manager of the hotel comes by, and he's let's say I was about maybe, I don't know, he must be about 10 years younger than me, maybe in his 30s, late 30s or something like that. So he just starts talking to me. He always said hi to me. He's always a nice guy, but girl, let me tell you, he just went a different way, all right? So I have this thing in my hand, waiting by the bar to go on and perform. Then he starts talking to me, and he says, and he's British. He says, why do you have that rose quartz? Why do you have that in your hand? I said, it's just a pretty stone that my daughter gave me. He says, okay, all right. But then he just started to talk to me about how he's having problems with his wife. I had problems with my wife, and she just left me, and we have this bungalow up the street, and I'm quite often lonely. He says, maybe afterwards you would come and have a drink with me in my bungalow. And I said, no. I said, no. This is, this is fresh from my husband. Just left me. He must have left me maybe about 2 weeks before this happened. So I said, no, not really. He says, I quite fancied you. I quite fancied you for a long time, Sharon. I don't think you realize that. And I'd like to have a drink with you after work in a different type of atmosphere, just you and I together. I said, oh my God. I said, are you serious? I said, I don't think so. I said, I never thought about you like that. I think you're a good guy and everything, but I never, He says, well, just think about it. After the show, just come up. I'll give you the address. Just drive up to my bungalow and we can have a good time. I said, okay. I don't think I'll be by there tonight, but maybe someday. So he had to go. I said, that was very strange. So I'm still holding the stone in my hand. Do my performance. And that night, for some strange reason, I saw that flash of light that I told you that I saw when my father passed away. I saw a big flash of light in the sky. So, So I was singing outside. Usually I see this flash of light outside because my father was a singer too. He taught me to sing. So sometimes I see him, and I see a flash of light. I never see him per se, but I see a flash of light, and I know that is him. So then there's another guy there who's a host. He takes care of the clients and the people of the hotel, and and he's very young. He's like 19, 20 years old. So he's from the Dominican Republic, and so he comes to me and he says, Sharon, he says, I'll help you with your equipment, because when I sing, I have to I have my own PA system. I'm fully equipped to do a show. I can go anywhere. It's portable, So he says, I'll help you to your car with your equipment, okay? I said, okay. Never said that to me before. So the girls were chasing him, and they were playing with him, and they threw him into the pool, and he was completely wet. He was drenched. And I said to him, don't worry about helping me because you're wet, you know what I mean? This is electronics, this is my equipment, I don't want nothing to happen to it. He says, don't worry, I'll help you. So there's a tunnel going through the hotel, and my car's on the other side, at the end of the tunnel. He says, don't worry, I'll still help you. So he walks with me through the tunnel with my equipment, and at one moment he just stops. He stops, drops my equipment on the floor, and comes over to me and starts to kiss, pushes me up against the wall and starts kissing me. And I said, "Excuse me?" I said, "Boy, do you know I'm old enough to be your mother?" He says, "I don't know what it is, but I just have to have you, Sharon. Look what you do to me." Then he showed me, I said, "Oh my God, no way. This is crazy." I said, "Boy, you better learn how to have some respect, man. You're old enough to be my son." He says, "I just have to have you." I said, "Oh my God." I said, "What the hell?" I said, "This stone is for unconditional love." When I say this stone drew people to me that day, but this has never happened. I mean, you have some men, sometimes they hit on you, and they quite fancy you, as he would say, the other guy would say, but I had never experienced anything like that, and I know that it was from this stone. And I never again brought it to work with me. Never. I will never bring this to work with me again. But I always have it underneath my pillow to soften the moldavite, because sometimes the moldavite can be kind of strong as well. So I keep it underneath my pillow. They ain't going nowhere else from that. So there you go. So that's what happened with me with my rose quartz. So that's how I knew that stones really work. I'm sure the amethyst worked, but it doesn't show you right in front that it works. But the rose quartz just, bam, I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. All right? That's what happened to me. So then I started getting into crystals, and I just started collecting them. And right now I have enough crystals here. I have crystals, so much crystals here to open up a shop if I wanted to. So, yeah. I'm going to have to leave it there. My God, it's like, look at this. It's almost 20 minutes already. What have I said? I haven't said anything. Can you imagine? So, yeah, my daughter was a big, big step for me in my spiritualism, for my awakening. She really, really helped me. And she helped me to learn about past lives. I do believe in past lives. Coming back from my father's funeral, we had stopped at just had this urge to stop at a crystal store. Just not even to buy crystals, actually, to buy incense, because I started loving incense, and I love to meditate. So I was starting to meditate every day, every single day. And with meditation, it started to change my life. I saw things differently. I saw things differently, and I think I've learned all of these things, the meditation and everything. I learned these things to prepare me for what was to come in my life. And this is going to be next. This is going to be, God, another part. Jeez, maybe I'll just do it now. What the heck? I'm going to cut this off because I don't know if it'll download. But it's 20 minutes and it's too long, guys. I don't want you guys to stay so long watching this. It's kind of boring, isn't it? But yeah. I think all of this was in preparation for what was to come in my life. And that's going to be a part 4, guys. Wow. Was it part 3? Oh my God, I'm so confused. Yeah, so you guys listen up for another part, all right? It's coming. It's so much. There's so much that I have to talk about. It's not funny. I should write a book. Anyway, you guys take care. I love you guys. And I will have another part after this. Maybe right now. Maybe we'll just do it now and get it over with. But yeah, you guys take care. Peace, love, and blessings to you. And ladies that are single, go outside and buy yourself a rose quartz. A bowl of them, actually. Because that shit works. Anyway, you guys take care. All right, I'll be right back with you. Be right back. Bye. Well, I'll see if I can. I have a driving lesson in like a half an hour. We'll see. I need more time to talk about my spiritual adventures, let me tell you. I'd like to hear more about yours. I'm going to try to have like a live. I can't do a live right now because I don't have enough subscribers, they say. I was trying to do a live so I could talk to you guys, but they won't let me do it. YouTube is like whack. sometimes. And I'm trying to find the right pendant that I'm going to give a giveaway to. All right? Because I have not forgotten, guys. I'd like to do a giveaway. So I'll talk to you in a minute. Bye.